those who innocently lost their lives. But we also get up and try to determine, how do we grow from here?
25 years later, Oklahoma is keeping its promise to never forget the state's darkest hour when a bomb shattered our very core.
Terror in the city certainly describes what the scene in Oklahoma City was like this morning. An explosion ripped away the front of the A.P. Murrah Federal Building.
A pivotal moment that changed the world, one every Oklahoman has a memory about.
It was a Wednesday, as a matter of fact, and about 9:15, my wife Patty called and said, turn on the news. I was asleep. I got off shift and was asleep.
At the time, Captain Danny Caldwell was already a veteran firefighter, spending a few years in the Air Force and 15 years with the Tulsa Fire Department. A day after the blast, he assembled a team and spent 3 days helping with body recovery.
We worked as though there were survivors, but typically there's not in a situation like that.
Even with nearly 20 years of experience, he wasn't prepared for the emotional pain.
You've got concrete floors, and then you've got victims and debris and desks and whatnot. Then you've got another concrete floor. So you've actually got a sandwich with victims and furnishings stuck out between each layer of concrete. And that was something that'll always stick with me.
Devastation that was hard to comprehend, and for some, it still is. 168 people were killed, 680 injured, and widespread damage across downtown Oklahoma City. Until 9/11, it was the deadliest terror attack in U.S. history.
One of the firefighters said earlier that no amount of justice can repay what's happened here.
Our very own Charles Ely, one of the first reporters on the scene, also remembers that horrendous day.
I came around the corner at 6th and Robinson and saw the whole building and just stopped dead. I mean, my mouth dropped, and I said, oh, my God. And my first thought was, this will change you in a very bad way.
But the generosity of others ultimately invested in Oklahoma's future. For a couple of evil individuals, there were tens of thousands who would come out and stand for the right thing.
So that's become synonymous throughout the country, is the Oklahoma standard.
Something that's stronger than ever today, that Oklahoma standard.
We will and we must never forget the wisdom we gained and the lessons we learned.
Looking back, but thinking forward. Angelica Brown, Tulsa's Channel 8.